Hi there. My name is Nate Rathman, and this is my YouTube channel. Um, the name of the channel is Spiritual Stewardship, and the goal of the channel is to come together and talk about what it means to be a spiritual person in what I think are pretty interesting and sometimes intense times. Um, my orientation and my goal in doing this channel is to empower myself and to empower you as the viewer to really embody and utilize all of the various information out there right now about spirituality to the best of our ability, to absorb what works for us and to release what doesn't work for us. I have found, as an avid YouTube watcher, starting way back in the day with Abraham Hicks and actually the CDs and then the DVDs, and moving along, reading tons of spiritual books, all of these, like, just many, many facets to self help, that some things really resonate and land and enrich my life and take them to the next level. And then some things that are out there just completely fall flat. There's nothing wrong with that. I think what it is an indication of is that the journey that we're on is so highly individualized. I think there's common truths and commonalities and things that definitely bring us together and that we can share in. But I think ultimately, at the end of the day, your spiritual journey is just that, it's yours. And I'm creating this channel to share a little bit about my spiritual journey and where I'm at and how things are unfolding in these times, but also to create a space and a forum to connect with you all, because you're all on your own spiritual journey. Certain things that I'm going to talk about are going to resonate or not resonate. There might be things that you want to share with me to talk about that do resonate for you that I haven't talked about, or maybe that I don't know about. And really, the goal is to build community. I have learned enough that I like to think that I have something to offer in terms of teaching, but this isn't a channel that's really meant for anything other than just like sharing my experience and empowering you to have your own experience. Take what works for you, drop the rest. Let's have a conversation, let's have a dialogue. Um, know that someone else is out there who isn't perfect. I don't have all the answers. I think anyone who says they have all the answers, you should be very scared of them. I appreciate teachers and masters who are getting us to the next level, but I also think that we're all human beings. We're all having an individual experience. We all have our flaws and foibles and our strengths and our beauties. And really, um, I want to have this space be a space where we kind of break those things down, we discuss them, and we talk about what it really means to like assimilate all of this vast amounts of information. Like, what does it mean to be ascending into the fifth dimension? I mean, I watch a lot of videos on that, and then I come back and I have to cook breakfast for the kids. I've got to do work. I've got to live my life. And like, how do we integrate these two things? And another thing that's just happening currently right now is just bringing in a lot of light into my life has illuminated a lot of shadows, a lot of old patterns, a lot of old ways of being that are now being exposed. And it's painful. It's expansive and it's exciting, but it's also, it has these moments of just like, oh man, this is really hard. And um, that's another reason that I wanted to have this channel, is because I feel like I don't necessarily hear that being talked about all that often. Like, what does it mean to unpack codependency? Well, it's great to unpack codependency, but guess what? Your life is going to be a little bit chaotic for a while as you integrate those new ways of being. It's also not easy to unlearn years and years of being an overgiver and being an empath who doesn't have necessarily the best energetic boundaries. I'm talking about those things because those are the things that I am working on right now. So yeah, that's my channel. I am calling the channel Spiritual Stewardship, and I am embodying this idea of spiritual stewardship because to me, I am my own spiritual steward. When I think of stewardship, I think of someone who is tending to something, someone who is nurturing something. Um, I spent a long time working in a horticultural assisted therapy program with kids that were in foster care, and we talked a lot about stewardship of the land. And I think the reason that that term resonates for me is that taking stewardship over your spirituality, over your soul, is it's essential. This is not a passive endeavor. This is hands on. You got to take it in. You have to take care of yourself. I don't think you need to, if you spend 30, 42 hours in meditation and that works for you, great. If you can only find 5 minutes of spiritual time here and there, awesome. You have to nurture it and celebrate it, and you have to put the time in and take care of it. And the more that we can be self-reflective, self-aware, share, which is why I'm doing this channel, build community, lean on each other in hard times. That to me are many of the components that encompass stewardship. And so I am inviting all of you to become a steward of your own spirituality. And, you know, this is an incredibly exciting time to be a human being. I feel like there is so much light and love flowing into the world, but there is also a lot of shadows that are coming up. And um, my promise is to just put out some videos, talk about what it's like to um, integrate and try to live some of these principles that we're witnessing and we're partaking in, and trying to really live and honor my spirituality, but also live and honor my human life, my actually grounded, I chose to be here earth experience. So yeah, I'm sorry it's a little rambly. It's my first video. Hopefully, if you're in, you know, give me a thumbs up. I'm not going to go crazy with the like, subscribe, any of that. I do like the thumbs up though, just so I know that you're into it. And if you want to leave a comment, give me some ideas or feedback. I'd love to hear it. Thanks very much for your time.